Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker. And second, we have Belal Muhammad versus Ian Machado Garry. What do you think?
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I can tell you that. I'm really looking forward to that fight. What's crazy to me is that the main event is which fight? It's the Dan Hooker versus
Arman
Tsarukyan. That is the main event. The lightweight fight is the main event. And the former champion, Belal Muhammad, is the co-main event against Ian Garry Machado. And this has, and I just want to clear this up. This has nothing to do with Belal Muhammad. This has to do with the fact that Ian Garry could potentially make this a boring fight. It really is. The stick and move, sure, he's an active fighter. Sure, he'll take fights on a whim. Sure, he'll do these things. Sure, he's a talking mouthpiece. He's a cuck. He's married, he married a girl that controls everything. I get it all. It's fun. It's fun to talk like that. It's fun to talk about all the things about him. But let's be honest, the guy's a skillful fighter. The guy's got great lateral movement. The guy can get in, get out. He's got speed. He's long. He's tall. He's lanky. All of those things that I like to talk about when it comes to being a professional fighter. Those are all great things. But as of lately, he's had a tendency to be kind of boring. The only time I didn't find him boring is when Carlos Pratis almost put him away in the 5th round because he got tired. So, I have nothing against him. I think his skill set is fantastic. And if you can stick and move and not get hit and do those, that's more power to you because you're going to have a long career fighting that style. Lyoto Machida, MVP, Stephen Thompson, those guys, right? They've had great careers because of the way that they fight. And that's very similar to how Ian Garry Machado fights. Belal's he's going to make sure that he needs to make sure he doesn't get frustrated, doesn't get flustered, doesn't go reaching and jumping in just because he's getting hit. He's got to cut the cage off and he's got to get in deep on these takedowns, control the takedowns and do damage. That's what he's got to do. Belal was the way better grappler and the way better wrestler. So if he is able to get him down, he's able to hold him down a little bit, especially as the fight goes on, Ian starts to get a little bit tired. Because it's hard to run on your bike for that amount of time and not get tired. So I think Belal, he's got to just switch it off, not let what happened in the last fight get to him, and just follow his game plan. And when he follows his game plan, he becomes an exciting fighter. We saw it against Sean Brady. We saw it against Vicente Luque. We saw it against other guys. We saw it. He's got exciting wins. He's got exciting fights. This notion that he's boring is bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. He is a great fighter. Did not get to one of the toughest divisions in the sport and become champion by not being a great fighter. Belal Muhammad is the shit. He's a great fighter. Absolutely. Ian Garry, very talented, very skilled. But can he stay on his bike and run long enough to where Belal can't catch him or until he can, outpoint Belal or catch Belal coming in? We'll find out. But then the main event, Dan Hooker and Arman. Jeez, great fight. Great fight. This is one of those fights where Dan Hooker we're going to see, I think, out of Arman. He's going to take Dan Hooker down. He's going to control the position. He's going to do all this. But Arman doesn't have the grappling that like Islam Makhachev has. He's got the wrestling, but he doesn't have the jiu-jitsu aspect of it all as much as Islam does. The control, the kimura, like the head and arm choke, he doesn't have that type of grappling. He may have it, but it's not that level of like Islam. It's not that level of like a Damian Maia. So I think Dan might be able to survive on the ground. He may get taken down over and over and over again, but it's a 5-round fight. Can Arman wrestle for 5 rounds hard like that? And can he do it after getting touched up and tagged? Like Dan Hooker's tall, long, lanky, and he's got a popping jab. He's got big power in his hands. He'll take a shot to give. He'll take 4 or 5 fucking shots to give one. Like that's who he is, It's he's got that dog in him. When we talk about the dog, he's got that dog. And anyone that tells me otherwise, you have no idea. You don't even know what fighting is if you're going to tell me he doesn't have that dog. Go watch Dustin Poirier and Dan Hooker. Possibly one of the greatest fights I've ever seen in my life, ever. And that was with no crowd. Can you imagine how electric that would have been had there been a crowd? We'd all still be talking about how it's one of the greatest fights ever if there was a crowd. Fantastic fight. Fantastic fight. So I like that fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. We'll see what happens. Dan Hooker versus Arman Tsarukyan. Great job. Great card for the great place to go. New place in, I don't know, people call it Qatar. I've always called it Qatar, but people call it Qatar. I don't know. I call it Qatar. Anyways, but that's a good card to take. Good fight. Good main event, co-main event to take there.
Does Arman and Hooker being the main event mean that that's more of a title eliminator than a Belal and Ian Garry? Or do you think they both hold the same amount of weight in their weight classes?
Look, I think they both hold very similar amount of weight in their weight classes. Let me take a look real quick. If Belal wins and Islam wins, I don't think Belal fights for the title. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think he does. If JDM wins and Belal wins, I could see them doing a rematch, but I could also see them sliding Sean Brady in there. I just read a report that Shavkat's out for another 10 months. So Shavkat's pushed to the side. Leon hasn't looked great. Kamaru Usman just looked good against Joaquin Buckley. Ian Machado, if he does beat Belal, I think Sean Brady leapfrogs and goes to the title shot against either Islam or JDM. And I think that Ian Garry will end up fighting probably somebody else in there. So I'm not sure. You know, what about like if Ian Garry gets up there, like where if he beats Belal, he ends up being the number 1 or number 2 guy. I could see them giving him Kamaru Usman. And then Kamaru's got to do what he did against Buckley.
Yeah.
You know, with Ian, though, he's going to be after chasing the chicken like in Rocky. Come here, dude. Let me just get my hands on you. Just trap you in the corner and just get my hands on you. So, and that's a fight that Kamaru Usman can win. You know, Ian will make a mistake and Kamaru will take him down and then he'll be stuck on the bottom, exhausted by round 2. So it'll have to be a 5-round fight.
Do you think Arman and Hooker fighting means that Gaethje is more than likely leapfrogging them in title contention for Ilya?
I mean, would you consider Gaethje? I don't know. Gaethje's talked about like that he just is on the verge of retirement and he doesn't want to fight again unless it's for a title. I understand that. The guy's earned his due, man. Like he's put on some of the most exciting fights that we're ever going to see. When he goes, human highlights, they go to. So I don't know. I'm all for giving him his title shot and see if he can get the win. The Ilya Topuria fight and him would be a great fight. Great fight. Someone's getting knocked out. That's just the only way I think you look at it. That's really the only way you look at it. And then you have the winner of Arman and Hooker. The winner of that fight's the winner of Gaethje and Ilya Topuria. But I honestly believe that they are not trying to have Ilya lose until they know the winner of the Jack Della Maddalena and Islam fight. They want Ilya Topuria to go up to 70, try to be the 3-division champion to fight Islam. That's what they want. So we'll see. What else you got? Element, the best hydration drink in the business. I had citrus earlier today. It's actually fantastic. And now they're making the lemonade salt in the can. Cannot wait. So if you guys use that link down below in the descriptions, they'll send you a bonus package with every single purchase. That's compliments of the Wayne In podcast. So hope you guys enjoy that.